What up, Aggies? Anybody else watching? It's your boy A&T Roy, back with report number 24 of the unofficial-ish A&T Athletics report. Got a lot of stuff to tell you this week for what's happened last week, what's coming up this week. A lot of good stuff, to tell you the truth. Well, maybe not a lot, but some good stuff, some really good stuff. So let me get my background going here. Let's talk about, before I go, please do like, share, comment, but most importantly, subscribe. Subscribe to this channel so you'll get a notification of whenever I put up new videos. And you won't be lacking on what's going on with A&T Athletics, at least from my standpoint and what I do here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So last week, I'm gonna try to save all the good stuff for the end. So first thing I'll talk about is, man, unfortunately, our men's basketball team, who ended up winning the Southern Division of the MEAC men's basketball regular season. Of course, this year, because of COVID, they decided, frankly, finally, from what I understand, that had been being asked for some time to split the MEAC up into North and South Division, but didn't happen. And then when COVID came, they decided to split it up into North and South divisions. So of course our men, they won the South Division of the Southern Division of the MEAC men's basketball on the men's side, and were set to play in the semifinal game, our very first game in the tournament, in the MEAC tournament, the semifinal game between the winner of Norfolk State and North Carolina Central. Well, how about, and I think many of you have heard this and seen it on Facebook, maybe some other places, but as I understand it, one of the people in our party, in the party of the group that will be going to Norfolk for the tournament, not one of the players, as it was initially believed to be, but someone in the party tested positive when they had gotten to Norfolk. As I understand it, they had tested negative before they left Greensboro to go to Norfolk, and then when they got to Norfolk, they tested positive. Man, what a letdown. Man, now I'm going to tell you, Norfolk State had a very good team. Yeah, and they won the tournament, but I still wanted to see us play them, to see how they might handle our depth and the fact that we can play all kinds of different basketball based on what I've seen during the regular season. Well, they got back to Greensboro, and the person apparently tested negative at least three times straight. And so from what I understand, they are saying that they believe that it was a false positive. Man, what about that? You got to be kidding. I don't know what happened and what didn't happen, but unfortunately, our men's basketball team did not get to compete in the MEAC tournament for this year. But we do go out of the MEAC on our way to the Big South as regular season champs of the Southern Division. So that was good. Baseball. They actually played 5 games during last week, and they went 1-4. Baseball has shown some good things, but then on the other side, they haven't shown some good things. Matter of fact, I think one of those games, they lost 23-0. And it was to UNCG. Oh my gosh. Come on. So baseball, we expect we'll do better in the MEAC. We were actually picked to win the Southern Division in the MEAC baseball setup, which has always, or at least for a while here, has been split up into divisions. And we were preseason picked to win the Southern Division. So we'll see how that all goes. Tennis, we lost the one match that we had to Longwood. So again, tennis is, we need some help there. So if any of you know any tennis players or any folks that know some tennis players that can steer some talent our way, man, it'll be much appreciated. Track and field, oh my gosh. Our men's indoor track team, oh man, they showed out. So I'm sure many of you already know, we actually ended up ranked number 5 in the country in indoor track and field on the men's side. We had 10 athletes go to Arkansas, to the University of Arkansas for the NCAA Indoor Track and Field Championships. We had one kid, and you can go on NCATaggies.com and see the detail of this and the names of the kids and all that stuff. But our 60-meter guy ended up 4th, so he actually got us 5 points. Our 400-meter, we had 2 guys running 400-meter, Randolph Ross and Trevor Stewart. And Randolph came in 2nd, so I think he got us maybe 5 points. Trevor came in 7th, I think. Now, Trevor will, as I understand it, does not really like the indoor track. He's better outdoor. And as you might remember, 2019, because we didn't run in 2020, 2019, Trevor came in a very close 2nd in the outdoor 400 meters. Matter of fact, I think if he had known that guy was coming up on him that fast, if he had leaned forward, he probably would have won the NCAA outdoor 400-meter championship in 2019. So Randolph came in 2nd, so he got us some points. How about our 4x400 team won the NCAA national championship indoor track and field for 4x400. Trevor, though he doesn't like indoor, from what I understand, man, he put on a show on that last leg. He started out 3rd by the time he got the baton, and he passed the kid like he was standing still, the 2nd kid. So he had to wait until he got around a turn or 2 before he was able to make his move on that last kid. Matter of fact, the first kid he passed, he didn't get him on the first turn. He got him like after the 2nd turn, and so they came back around, and on the last straight back stretch before he came around the curve down to the finish line, Trevor passed that guy again like he was standing still. And when he came around the curve, he increased the lead, and they actually ran the fastest that they had run all year long. I think it was 3 minutes, 3 seconds, 303.16 minutes or something like that. You can see it all on NCATaggies.com. So men's track and field, we ended up 5th in the country in track and field. And matter of fact, let me go back to Randolph on the 400 individual. Indoor track and field, they split the finals between 2 heats. And so you had a group of 3 or 4 in the first heat. I think it was 4, and then 4 in the second heat. Well, Randolph was not in the heat with the guy who won. Now, that kid can run. He ran pretty fast. Now, he barely beat Randolph, but I'm tending to believe that if Randolph had been in the same heat with him, it might have been a different story. That kid, though he was fast, I think Randolph might have been able to handle him, and we might have ended up, I need to go back and look at the numbers, but 3rd or 4th. If Randolph would have been able to win that 400. So unfortunately, they didn't run together, so we could see, head to head who was the fastest. But, I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. I got that from some movie. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I expect outdoor we're gonna make some noise again in this 400 because here's what we have: 2 of the fastest 400 runners in the country. Very few, if any, maybe no school has 2 of the fastest, and I'll say the top 7. In the top 7 fastest 400-meter runners, no school has 2 of them in the top 7. We'll see how that all falls out, but I don't think it's the case. We're the only one. That's a big deal because it means, a school might have somebody faster than one of ours, but then we've got the next fastest that they don't even come close. And just like what happened indoor, we'll be able to make up any distance that we might be behind because we've got a really fast final leg. All right, let's talk about the women. Track and field, we had one athlete go. I can't remember her name. She ran in the 60-meter hurdles or 60-meter. I think she came in 7th. But you can, again, look at ncataggies.com. In tennis, we played 2 matches and we were 0-2. One of those was against, I think, North Carolina Central, and we lost that one, of course. And so we're 0-1 in the MEAC. Again, if you know any talent or have any connections to any talent from a tennis standpoint, also on the women's side, we'd appreciate that you be able to help out with getting us some more talent. Softball, how about softball hadn't won a game until last week? And I'm not going to tell you what their record was, but until then, but they actually went 4-2. And what it was they played South Carolina State down in Orangeburg, and they swept them 4-0. So we're probably going to be pretty good in the conference, but we'll see. I think Florida A&M has a pretty good ladies softball team, so we'll see how that goes. But that said, though we had lost all those other games, we are undefeated in the MEAC right now. So a good start there. How about this? Bowling. We had 13 matches last week and went 11-2. How about we are 52-8 overall? 52-8. What that gives us and gets us is we are now ranked number 5 in the country. For some of those of you that don't know, 2015, our ladies bowling team won the national championship, right? So got a really good bowling team, and we'll see how that all plays out. I think in a week or two, the MEAC championships are coming up, and so we'll see how we do there. And then the national tournament happens sometime after that. Well, how about the Lady Aggies basketball team? And they went up to Norfolk. They had to play one game, and of course, the issue that we had this year was because of the division breakups, the North and South teams typically didn't play each other. Now, we played Delaware State and beat them pretty handily when we played them from the North Division, but we didn't play the top 2 teams, Howard and Morgan. So as it turned out, we had to play Morgan in the semifinals, and how about we took care of them? I think we beat them by like 14 or something like that. So we ended up having to play Howard because they beat Coppin State, I think, to get to the championship for us to play them. Well, Howard has a pretty good basketball team. Matter of fact, I think they're actually younger than we are in terms of, I know we had 3 seniors. I don't know if they have any, but they had some pretty good players. They got a young lady that plays center for them. Man, she did some work. She was all over the place. They have a young lady that they say is 5'3", but the announcers say she's barely 5'0" or 5 foot. How about, man, she was getting to the basket with layups. It was hard for us to handle her. She can handle that peel or that rock. And she gave us fits. Well, came down to the end. I think less than a minute, we were down 5. I think we were down 5 or 4 or 5. And our beloved Deja Winters, she put them on ice. No pun intended. She was cold-blooded. No pun intended. Deja hit a 3 that brought us within 1. We ended up fouling the young lady that I was talking about, that's 5 foot tall, and she went to the free throw line. And how about she missed both? She could have. They would have gone up 3 if she had made them, and she had made most of her free throws during the game, but she missed both of these. Well, I think 11 seconds left. We get the ball on her missed free throw, and we come down the court. I think Jasmine has the ball on the if you're going towards our basket on the left side of the court. She's coming down, and Deja, as is typical, a lot of times she comes around and sets up in the corner outside the 3-point line. And Jasmine throws her the ball. Well, the Howard defender was right there. She throws her hand up, and Jasmine fakes and decides not to take it, but then comes back after the fake and takes a shot. Bam! It goes in. oh, there was pandemonium, right? Oh, everybody running around, you know, like chest bumping and all that stuff. Oh, hang on a second. Let me get some more music going here. What did she do? Yeah, let's do this. So, so Howard called a timeout. 3 seconds left on the clock. Well, they get the ball at half court or right near half court, throw it in to the young lady I talked about, the 5-footer there, and she kind of mishandles the ball and rushes and throws up a shot and misses, and we won. How about we are the 2021 MEAC tournament champions, and we are going to the big dance. Going to be playing Sunday at 4 p.m. on ESPN. So mark that down, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern at 4 p.m. And we'll be playing, how about this, North Carolina State. Now, North Carolina State had a pretty good team. They beat a couple number ones. They won the ACC and all that stuff. But who knows what can happen, right? Hopefully our young ladies will go up there and not be too nervous, but be nervous enough that they are on point in what they're doing, and we'll make some shots. I will tell you this. Frankly, Howard was only in that game, as far as I'm concerned, because we miss shots that we typically make. The 3 losses, or the 2 losses that we had during the regular season, the first one to UNCG, which I'm so disgusted about, we shot terribly in the second half. I mean, just went cold and didn't make much of anything. But also when we were at Norfolk, and Norfolk won, just had a bad shooting day. You know, Deja wasn't making shots. Sean Kelly Darks wasn't making shots. Missing, I mean, just missing a lot of shots. Channing Scott missed some shots that she would typically make. And so it was really because of we just had a bad shooting day, and they happen. That's the one thing in basketball you're most concerned about is how will your shooting go? You know, especially if you're a good shooting team, will you lose it just that time or at the wrong time? But I think we would have taken care of Howard a lot better and in a bigger fashion than what we did if our shooting was better. All right, let's go to what's happening this week, and I'm going to be finished here. Let me see, this week, baseball. We actually have already played a game. We played a game today, or matter of fact, it's already Wednesday. We played a game Tuesday. We have games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Matter of fact, I think, well, look in the comments and you'll see what those games are. All right. Golf, we played Monday and Tuesday, so those have already happened since I'm just now doing this. Tennis, we have matches on Friday and Sunday. And then track and field, how about we're going to be right back at it. I think we go over to High Point, and they have some track and field event. I don't know what the name of it is. I should have written it down, but didn't. It's Friday and Saturday. So back at track and field, which is outdoor now. So now we're competing outdoor. You're going to see that we have quite a few other runners. 100 meters, 200 meters, 800. I think our 800 guy is going to be back unless he opted out. I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't want to do indoor, but we'll see. I think his name is Reagan Kimtai. Excellent 800-meter runner. Matter of fact, also Randolph Ross runs a 200 apparently. He did it at least indoor. We'll see if he does any of that in the outdoor. The women, of course, I've already said they play Sunday at 4 o'clock on ESPN. I'm giving you that here now so you don't have to look in the comments for it. Bowling, we actually have... the MEAC championships are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend. So hopefully we'll come back with another championship before we leave the MEAC. Softball plays Saturday and Sunday. Tennis, women's tennis is Saturday and Sunday. And of course, our women's track and field team will also compete in High Point at that event that they have over there. I think that's it. Man, still big deal. NCAA national champions in the 4x400. Ranked 5th in the country. 5th in the country in bowling. women's basketball Sunday NCAA tournament. What do you call it? The big dance for women. All right. Well, I'm going to sign off for now and get this thing together so you all can watch it. And Aggie Pride.